Now, back in the late 1900s, I could have done that and not even blinked.
Yes.
Now I can't stand up straight. So much pain. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the old man's club.
I'm like, man, it's killing me. But I used to build houses when I was young. I worked for a guy around here, and we would work from daylight till dark, construction, drink till like 3 a.m.
Right.
And do it day after day after day. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would die now. You couldn't
I can't do it no more.
I mean, I don't drink at all, and that about killed me, just hauling wood and climbing up and down off ladders and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what kills me the worst.
So bad if you would have called somebody that would have helped you.
I don't need no help.
Yeah, I know.
What the worst is when you're up on a ladder doing something overhead, like leaning back. My Lord.
Yeah.
My body sticks in that position. I can't.
Yeah.
It's like a question mark.
That's awesome, isn't it?
But your back's in bad shape too, though. You just had surgery not long ago.
Yeah, a year ago.
Yeah.
Remember you came over to laugh at me and poke fun at me?
I brought you some medicine.
Yeah, you
did.
did.
VA said, hey, suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah, the doctor didn't give me my pain med when he sent me home. That was painful.
Yeah, I remember that. We brought you some stash we had.
Yeah, yeah.
Jake was making fun of you. Now I went
Jake's
over there.
good for that all the time, though.
When I was over there, you were watching Marvel, like superhero movies.
I think Venom was on.
Yeah, Venom's pretty good.
Yeah, I
that
like
newest Venom ain't that good. Do you see it?
Yeah, that wasn't that good.
The original one is awesome.
But I like Tom Hardy movies, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom's, was he really Delta Force?
Yeah, I'm going to go with no.
He played a good one on TV, though. So.
Yeah, he did.
Him and the other guy, I forgot his name. But anyway, they did a good job on those parts.
Oh, yeah.
Black Hawk Down. So
yeah.
All right, so we're getting into war a little bit here today, Juice. We got a war with Iran going on right now. We're bombing Iran. I don't know if it's a war.
I don't consider it a war yet.
Right. But I've been seeing a lot, especially from the Democrats. We'll just say liberals, not necessarily Democrats. Well, some Democrats sided with the Republicans on this, saying, hey, the president is within the Constitution.
Sure.
To protect the nation, right?
Sure.
But let's talk about the War Powers Resolution of 1973. All right. It says to fulfill the intent and the framers of the Constitution and ensure that the collective judgment of both the Congress and the president will apply to the introduction of the United States Armed Forces into hostilities. There's a bunch here, so I'm going to skip through it a little bit, right?
Right.
The War Powers Resolution 1973, also known as the War Powers Act, is a congressional resolution designed to limit the U.S. president's ability to initiate or escalate military actions abroad. As part of our system of government checks and balances, the law aims to check the executive branch's power when committing U.S. military forces to an armed conflict without the consent of U.S. Congress. It stipulates that the president must notify Congress within 48 hours of military action and prohibits armed forces from remaining for more than 60 days without congressional approval. Okay, so what's the problem here?
To me, there is no problem. It's right there in black and white. To them, it's a problem because he didn't consult us.
We got Massey, and who's the other stupid Kentucky?
Which one?
You got Massey, and then the other one, Rand Paul.
Oh,
these are Republicans.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Saying
he's a rhino, is what he is.
I wish they both would just go.
Yeah, I'd like to see him take a hike with Dan Crenshaw.
Yeah, get him an eye patch. And
yeah, they go be pirates together.
Yeah, I'm not discounting anything Crenshaw did in the military service.
Neither am I.
I'm
but
sure
he sucks great as a politician.
But his congressional record is awful.
Yes, he was a sellout. Is all he was in Congress.
He's one of these. It's not. It went in there with like $100K in the bank, and now he's like $10 million.
Oh yeah,
he's one of those guys.
Yeah, he's trash.
Yeah. So the Constitution divides war powers between Congress and the president. Only Congress can declare war and appropriate military funding, yet the president is commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Nevertheless, heavy U.S. military involvement in the prolonged Korean and Vietnam conflicts of the 1950s and 60s without congressional declaration of war blurred the lines between presidential and congressional power regarding approval and conduct of war. I see why they did it. We had Korea went on forever. Vietnam went on forever. Both of them had 50-something thousand
casualties. But you've got congressmen and women. They need to study up on what subject they're speaking to, because they sound so illiterate when they speak on a subject like this, and they don't know. Well, he needs our approval. No, he does not.
Dork.
And then you get another 30 days. You have a grace period where you can put in and say, I can't tell you guys just yet. And you get another 30 days. So you have between 60 and 90 days.
Yeah.
He has not declared war.
Right.
These are strategic
And Rubio
strikes.
told the defense little committee, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
He told them right away,
Yeah.
And we stationed the Fifth Fleet all around Iran. I'd say it's a clue.
Yeah.
We call that a clue in the policing business.
Right.
But yeah, they get on there, these liberals, and say he's violating the Constitution.
And he's not.
You know what
Not
I
even
did?
close.
You know what I did? I said, is he really? And I went right to Google. No, he's not. Okay. Missed a sea suited from 5 sitting on my couch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And they can't do that? There goes my family down the road in a golf cart. So, but anyway,
Well, they're enjoying themselves.
beautiful day. We're going to ride horses in a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, he hasn't. He has not violated the Constitution yet. He's doing everything that he's allowed to do legally and within his powers governed by the Constitution.
Right. Here's some more. It said, since the War Powers Resolution of 1973, sitting presidents have submitted over 132 reports to Congress. These include the airlift and evacuation operations carried out in Cambodia in 1975. All right. That's when we got everybody out, right?
Yep.
Committing forces to Beirut, Lebanon in 1982 and 83. Okay. Yeah, that was the Beirut bombing, right?
Yep.
Persian Gulf, 1991. You're part of that, right?
Yep.
Man, you're old. All
I
right.
know.
And beyond, right? It went on. Challenges to the resolution include Ronald Reagan's deployment of troops to El Salvador in 1981, the continued bombing of Kosovo during Bill Clinton's administration in 1999. I was all up in that one.
Yep.
Yeah. And the military action initiated against Libya by Barack Obama in 2011.
But they're all saying Clinton and Obama had no reason to get congressional approval.
Right.
They were allowed to do that. Nancy Pelosi even stated, no, he doesn't need our approval.
For 60 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, why does Trump need it? Oh, that's right. Because he's Trump and you idiots can't buy him.
Right. Trump could march out the cure to cancer
And they
on
would,
TV.
yeah.
But don't be taking that.
Yeah.
Don't take that cure.
Yeah.
Just
That's
die.
exactly the
Die
way
in
they
your
are,
cancer.
just because it's Trump. Now, I don't think he's right about everything.
No. And he'll tell you he's not it too.
Yeah, but what he is right about is what he's doing right now. He is not violating the Constitution.
Since I've been a child, since you were young, Iran has always sponsored terrorism and said, hey, we're going to kill the Israelis and we're going to kill Americans.
Yes.
And they've sponsored, the southern Iraq, the Shia militias that came out of that.
Yeah.
We fought them for years in Iraq. The Mahdi army and all that. That comes out of Iran, man. That's all it
Exactly.
is. The Shias. And I don't see how people can, when they said, hey, we're bombing Iran, I just kind of went, oh, okay, finally,
Yeah, it only took 47 years.
Yeah. Why have we done this before?
Yeah, why'd we wait?
Yeah. And I saw Obama chimed in and said, oh, he's getting us embroiled in a long war and all this.
Obama's a moron.
Yeah. Was he still talking?
I don't know. Whatever he says, it's irrelevant. It makes no sense.
Right. I don't know, man. I saw George Bush said this thing.
He's a moron.
George Bush W, you got us tied in. You killed a bunch of people with your nukes in Iran.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch.
Weapons of mass destruction.
I never understood that one either. Why are we talking about the Twin Towers just fell.
Right.
As a country, we're mostly unified at that point.
Absolutely.
Why didn't he say, hey, we're going to go over and kill some of these dudes? Everybody would be like, okay.
Yeah.
Instead of this whole big
we had to
blow up.
lie, But I understand Saddam put out a hit on his old man.
Yeah.
On George 1 or Bush 1.
Right.
They put out a hit on him, a contract. They offered a reward for his,
head or whatever.
Yeah. I understand. If you come after my father, you were going to see me.
Right.
You don't go after my dad.
No.
I understand he wanted to get a little get back. I get it.
Right. And plus his dad didn't really finish the
thing,
right.
We got stopped before we can roll into Baghdad and demolish everything.
Right.
But don't do it based on the biggest lie in the world, weapons of mass destruction.
I mean, there was some evidence there, but we didn't find any missile silos or nothing. So, hey, everybody, Macky here. And I just want to talk to you for a minute about M&H Legal Services in North Alabama. I've worked with a lot of law firms over the years, and they are by far the most transparent and most personal set of lawyers you'll ever find. Whether it's family law, including child custody, divorce, prenuptial agreements, adoptions, or you got a personal injury case or a medical malpractice case, they can help you with all that. They are a modern, transparent legal services firm, and they have a team of professionals standing by to help you now. These are the best lawyers I've ever worked with. So if you have a family law issue or you've been injured in a car wreck or a medical malpractice case, give them a call. It's a consultation you can't miss out on. So give them a ring at 256-860-8688 or mhlegalservices.com. They're standing by to help you now.
Yeah, it was circumstantial evidence.
Right. But if he'd have said, hey, we're going to go kill some Hajis,
yeah, okay.
Everybody been like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Should I say Hajis on the air?
I might as well.
Okay. But yeah, here's another thing too. What about in Congress, Senate or House, moves fast?
Nothing does.
So if we've
except for the lies. Now the lies,
yeah,
that's faster than AT&T.
When they march out in their little microphones outside the room and start speaking those microphones.
Oh yeah,
just spewing nonsense.
Exactly.
They march out there quick. So they'll be inside there and make a deal and shake hands and then come out and bash each other on the microphones.
Absolutely.
On TV to get a TikToks or whatever. Yeah. I'm like crazy.
But you got to hand it to Hegseth and President Trump. They played this close to the vest. Nobody knew about it. There were no leaks.
Right.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, and it's still going right now.
Same thing with Maduro. Hey, they didn't divulge any information. There were no leaks because you know the Dems would leak it. Mm-hmm. There were no leaks. Mission was successful. He's in custody. He's transported to the U.S. to stand trial.
So, another thing that bothers me is we had in that Maduro deal, I can't do the Maduro with the Spanish accent like some people can.
Yeah.
Maduro.
Yeah, I'm just a cracker.
Anyways, we had a warrant officer, Chinook pilot, right? Got half his leg shut off, completed the insertion of the shooters, went back and extracted them with tourniquets on his legs.
Yeah.
Gets the Medal of Honor, and people can't stand up and clap for him.
The one that really made me mad was, I'm Mr. Patriot. I'm a captain in the Navy, was Mark Kelly.
Oh,
he's a piece of trash. He didn't stand up. When they call attention to orders, he should have stood up. He's a scumbag.
If you came in here and said attention on deck or attention to orders right now, I'd
slap him in the mouth.
Like, oh, am I supposed to?
No, not him. I wouldn't stand for him.
I wouldn't him. No, he's got
somebody else. I'd be like, ooh.
You know what? You know what bothers me about him? His ears. You ever noticed them?
He looks like Dr. Evil.
Yeah, his ears are like pointed like a devil.
Yes.
So I don't know. He bothers me. If he came in right now, I'd push him down.
Well, he's Mr. Military.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
he's an astronaut and pilot and all that.
So what? But he didn't stand up when those two men received their medals of honor.
Right.
That's attention to orders. He didn't stand up.
Well, the National Guard guy got his Purple Heart.
Yeah.
He didn't stand up for that.
No.
And the guy.
So you tell me how much military he is.
He's not a brother to me.
He's not to me either.
Right. And I've got. Is somebody pulling in?
I don't know. No.
Okay. Going on by.
No.
Juice is my traffic cop. We're just kind of rambling here, but it's fun, Juice. Yeah, back to how slowpoke Senate and Congress. So, hey, Mr. Congress, we got people attacking our borders. We need you to give us approval.
We got to put the brakes on. We got to talk about this.
We got to go have 5 committee meetings, and
we got to hire a committee. We got to.
Well, number one, they're in recess every 30 seconds.
Oh yeah,
they're on vacation every 30 seconds, so you could never find them enough people there to vote on it. So
it's you wouldn't accomplish anything if you waited on Congress.
Right. Now I agree. After a long term, we're going to go into this thing long. They don't even have to declare a war; they can approve you to extend it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like we did in Iraq and Afghanistan and stuff.
Right.
Now, if we're going to commit for a long time, let's get the people involved.
Right.
But somebody like Iran that's building nukes and
has a history of killing Americans.
Yeah. Hold them hostage for over a year. All those things. Yes. Let's kill them. How about that?
Yeah. I'm good with that. If I could, I would go re-enlist right now to go over there.
Yeah. Somebody asked me if I was going back in. I was like, no, this is the new generation's business right here. So
yeah, I'm an old man, but if I could, I'd re-enlist right now just to go back in.
We got some young bucks out there just ready to go. So I had something in my mind there, Juice. That's what it is. What do you think of Putin and China? What do you think they're thinking right now? So,
they're thinking, oh, hey, Trump, we're still cool, right?
So Putin, he brought, it's all smoke and mirrors, but he made Russia look scary again. And now Now they're tied up with the Ukraine, and they're not scary at all.
Yeah,
So,
they're not. So he really has no leg to stand on.
I mean, we funded Ukraine's war, but there's some mixed stuff there. But
Yeah,
we get to show off some of our new stuff. Show that Russia what they don't have. In China, I'd be like, okay, my number one enemy just kidnapped a sitting president out of his palace and killed one in his government building within 10 days or something.
Yeah, and then
20 days?
Killed a whole bunch of them in one shot.
I like that part. They were having a meeting
That
about
was
it.
awesome.
Hey, we got them in a meeting. I wonder how many undercover guys we got in Iran. It's like, hey, they're in a meeting right here. That's the kind of intel you got to have.
There's got to be at least one.
Yeah. That's the kind of intel you got to have, that human intelligence.
Oh yeah,
you're
got to be on the ground.
Hey, bro, they're in this building right here. What I mean? That's the kind of, because you can't see that from a satellite. And
then you got North Korea, Kim Jong-un, saying, "Oh, our people are over there. If one of them is hurt, okay, well, you proved in his first term in office, you were a blowhard. You're not going to impress us now."
Right. And he's committed troops to Ukraine.
Yeah.
So those dudes are happy. Somebody said they're probably eating better over there.
Oh, probably.
On the front lines than they did at home. So,
probably.
Russians are feeding them or whatever. So, because they were down to 2 servings of rice a day, the military in country. So, is that conscripted, North Korea? You have to go. All right. Yeah. So, the War Powers Resolution is there for a reason to keep us, if we're going to go long and drawn out. I'm glad it's there. All right.
Yeah. It's just checks and balances.
But for emergency, like this here, in my opinion, has been an emergency for 40 years.
Yeah.
But somebody should have done something about it years ago.
Well, I'll give Jimmy Carter credit where it's due.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was a good president.
Nice guy, bad president.
He tried.
Yeah.
He sent special operations in there. They tried, crashed, lost their lives. Bad thing. To me, he was the last Democrat to have any testicular fortitude.
Okay.
He actually tried to make something happen.
All right. So that was the first. So Delta Force hadn't been tested really yet.
No, that was their first operational deployment.
Now they've done some stuff, it was called MAC-V back in the day.
Yeah, but as Delta themselves, this I think was their first operational deployment was 79.
We're gonna go around the world and extract hostages in a.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the best move, but.
No, but it was a learning experience.
Yeah, it did. And Delta exposed, hey, we needed this right here.
Yeah.
That's where the 160 SOAR came out of that, and
right,
all those things. More people, they needed more bodies.
I think that was the big eye opener.
Yeah.
that we needed.
Well, the helos crashed into each other and caused that whole problem out in the desert in the sandstorm.
Yeah,
and they hadn't talked to those pilots until they showed up that day.
Right.
And that's an issue as a Marine pilots, but the lack of coordination here, I think, hurt them.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And now they got the 160th, which is theirs. Hey, Mr. Pilot, come to this meeting. We're having a meeting today, kind of thing. They're there with them. So, but it eliminated some of those things.
Well, there was a lot of rivalry back then when in the military. There still was when I first got in.
There still is now. We make fun of each other.
Yeah. But inter-service rivalry is a good thing when it's just, nitpicking and trash talking each other.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes right down to it, all the, black ops guys, you guys, and it's a level of professionalism that needs to be withheld at that level to maintain it. And everybody has to get along. Everybody's got to, get together, and S4's got to get there, and, G2, and everybody's got to get all in the same bundle to make things work smoothly.
Right.
Back then, they didn't have that.
Right. It was a new concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was tragic what happened. They were pretty close to, they were getting ready to go in, and they had the sandstorm was relentless. If you read the book, but they kept waiting and waiting and wouldn't go anywhere. So they finally said, let's launch. And the helicopters crashed into each other, set the C-130 on fire, all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Craziness.
I remember seeing it all on the news.
Yeah. Where were they in the desert? In Iran or out?
I think they were in.
Yeah, they were out west or east. Out there, there's nothing out there. Yeah. That's where their staging area was. So, well, all right, Juice, let's get out of here. What do you think?
Yeah,
It's good. So next time you want to go declare war and you're the president, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right.
I just got to find somebody.
All right. There's plenty out there.
Oh, yeah.
There's always somebody needs killing. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree.
All right, let's get out of here. Say bye, Juice.
All right. Bye, Juice.